Look at how squishy he is. He's like, look at him, you can like, look at this man's. Alrighty guys, what's going on? Jaden here, and welcome to Akiblog, your #1 source for all things Japan, anime, games, you name it, we are covering it. And today, we're starting with tips. Tips for your first ever convention, anime convention, comic convention, wherever you want to go. You're traveling, you know, gonna go meet a bunch of people. But, you know, a lot of times people can go to their first convention and have it kind of ruined for them because they don't really know what they're doing. You know, they're kind of like, oh, you know, I didn't really prepare properly. Don't worry, we're gonna help you through it today. Tip #1, pre-register, okay? If you can, if it's at all a possibility, do pre-register before you go. I give this tip to everybody just because it's gonna be so much cheaper, you know? I remember I went to Dragon Con, pre-registering was like 80 bucks, and at the door it was like 145. You're gonna save a lot of money if you just pre-register. Keep that in mind, okay? It's always gonna be cheaper. Next thing, go with the group. I can't tell you how much more fun a convention is if you go with a group. Not only the fun aspect, but if you're traveling, you know, further away, the hotel is so much cheaper, like split 4 ways, $100 split 4 ways, 25 bucks for a hotel, like for one night. You two, it's a little bit more. It's so much cheaper and it'll help you so much. You can save a little bit of extra money, you know, buy something in the vendor's room, go eat at a nicer restaurant, and trust me, going with a group, if possible, is so much better and will help you so much more. Next, do not buy food at the venue/convention center. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I realize you're gonna be super hungry. There are a few exceptions to this rule, like, you know, if you maybe don't have a car, you can't really leave, you drove there with another person who doesn't wanna leave. There are exceptions, but if at all possible, avoid eating at the convention center. The food is astronomically expensive, dude. I don't know why they do it like that, probably because they know that you have you trapped, but just go to like a Burger King, go to a Wendy's, go to a Subway, anything, you know. If you wanna eat a nice meal, save it for like, you know, later at night, go to a nice restaurant. I guarantee you it's gonna be cheaper. Just don't eat at the convention center. Okay, next. Most things in the vendor's room, you're gonna be able to find cheaper online. You know, most plushies, most things of that nature. Figures especially, you can find a bid for them online. They're gonna be incredibly cheaper on there, and I would recommend waiting. It's cool to look at. There are certain things that, you know, you won't be able to get online, like maybe weapons and stuff. I know the major thing that you want to get at conventions that is relatively cheaply priced is t-shirts. I got this shirt at a convention and it was relatively cheap as well. So I mean, yeah, and check before you buy. Please visit the Artist Alley. Please visit the Artist Alley, dude. I cannot tell you how much they both appreciate it and how important it is, because that, most of the time, one of their main sources of incomes, you know? They go to these conventions and they sell their art prints, you know, stickers and stuff. Not only is it adorable, they're usually super duper cute. Support them. At least go visit, go look. Do not comment like overly critically about their stuff. Be nice. Do not take pictures of their stuff without their like prior permission. Be like, can I take a picture of this? They don't like that usually just because it is artwork. Be nice to the artist. Treat them like a human, you know, and things will go much better. Wear comfortable shoes. Even if you're cosplaying, do your best to wear comfortable shoes. You're gonna be walking a whole lot. You're gonna be standing up a whole bunch. I play rhythm games all the time at conventions, and those, you can't sit down for those, man. You can't sit down for DDR. You can't sit down for Jubi. You can't sit down for Taiko no Tatsujin, especially if you're walking around the vendor's hall a whole bunch. Panels maybe, you can sit, but wear comfortable shoes, wear comfortable clothing. Bring extra clothes as well. It's gonna help you a whole bunch. And even like outside of, you know, the usual stuff you're gonna wear for the convention. Bring some in a backpack, some, leave it in your car, okay? It's gonna help you a whole bunch. Get a schedule. Do not forget to get a schedule. There's so many panels that I hear people being like, hey, I'm going to this video game Jeopardy panel later. What? I didn't know that was happening. It's because you didn't get a schedule. Pick one up. There's usually an app as well you can get on your phone. And usually on that schedule, there's going to be a map for you as well. If the convention is larger, like Dragon Con or MomoCon, I know especially, it's gonna show you where everything is. It's gonna show you the floor plan, it's gonna show you here's where your panels are. It's gonna help you a whole bunch. It'll make everything much more streamlined. But in the case of Dragon Con, you guys have the most confusing layout in the whole world, so I don't know what to tell you. Dragon Con, fix it. Fix it, I'll come again. Anyway, cosplayers. Cosplayers love having their picture taken. They love being talked to, man. Like, you know, they love whenever you address them. Say, I love your cosplay. Don't be nervous. I know it's really easy to be nervous. You're like, this is my first convention. I don't know how to treat them. Treat them like people. You know, if they're eating, maybe don't ask them for a picture. Probably don't. If they're eating, definitely don't. I can tell you times I've been cosplaying and I'll be like eating, you know, my chicken tenders or whatever, and they'll be like, hey, can I get a picture? And it's like, this is my downtime, man. Just Give me a break, okay? Other times, just be like, I love your cosplay. Approach them, take pictures. They love it. Tag them on Instagram, you know? They usually ask you to do that. Do it. I promise you. You'll make friends that way. I can tell you. Most of my friends I met nowadays were cosplayers at conventions. So yeah, be considerate of those around you, okay? Don't be loud. Please, please don't yell. Don't run around. Homestucks who are still around. I'm looking at you guys. You guys have chilled out a whole bunch, right? I'm a Homestuck cosplayer myself. Big into Homestuck. It's annoying to everybody. I don't realize you're having fun, guys, but you gotta be considerate. Be nice, be quiet, be courteous, clean up after yourself. Don't leave trash around. Just be nice to others. Act like a human being. I get you're having a great time. I know it. But you have to be considerate. Okay, keep that in mind. It'll make everything so much more wonderful. Lastly, but certainly not least, have fun. There's so many things to do at conventions. The larger ones, they have game tournaments, game setups. Those are so much fun. I can't tell you how many times I've spent like hours playing rhythm games, fighting games. The panels are always amazing. The vendor's room is always amazing. Sometimes they'll even have pachinko parlors, board games. Go to the cosplay contest. It's so much fun. Enter the raffles. Make friends, talk to people. There's so many things to do. It is an anime convention. Everything's there for you to do. Don't limit yourself. Try as much as you want. Try as little as you want, you know? It's up to you. The most important part is to have fun, okay? That being said, go out there, have fun at your first convention. Follow me on Twitter. Tag me in your pictures, your cosplay, whatever. I would love to see it and make me incredibly happy. Be sure to follow Akiblog on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube right here. Leave a comment below if you have anything else that you want to add that you might want to see added as a tip. Beyond that, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.